看那个鱼尾狮在那。哎，这个景好看的。哎，闪闪。
哇哦！
小心拿着手机啊！
等一下，他会回过来吗？
会，它回到原来的地方。福尔登hotel。福尔登 hotel。现在人少比较好，人多很麻烦。我的比。太阳花，太阳花。这边是国会大厦。哦。来，福尔登，福尔登hotel。这边中国银行，没拜。福尔登 hotel， 这什么桥？原来狮子头在这边的，移过去。没办。福尔登 hotel。你干嘛了？你放到口袋里面上了。
丢垃圾在这边给人家卖。
你看那个上面那个顶，你看那个顶 ，UOB。
在华银行那。
UOB 2个 UOB。嗯。嘉德之地。
下雨了。
这边是那个。
大楼林立啊！它那个 FWD 的是什么东西啊？
对啊。
这是什么？
查一下 ，OCBC 你看。
哎，进去了，下雨了。
OCBC。
进去了，下雨了，
The large building to the right, the Asian Civilizations Museum, showcases the history of the region. The building itself is a piece of history, a fine example of neoclassical Palladian architecture that was completed in 1867 with the use of convict labor. For much of its life, it housed the offices of government departments and was known as from Singapore, he spent very little time here, staying only 10 days on his first visit. This white statue is actually a relatively recent copy of the original drawings unveiled in 1887 at
在外面看效果好，
That one now stands nearby,
里面不行
in front of the
好。
Victoria Concert Hall, having been removed in 1990. To our right is the seat of Singapore's government, Parliament House, where members of our parliament debate and pass
哎
legislation
呦，
that shapes the country's future. Opening
他一直走到前面去，再转弯了。
The building features a prism-shaped top, a modernized version of the dome designed by a former president of Singapore. The old Parliament House building just next door, but not visible from here, now serves as a multidisciplinary art hall known as the Art House at the Old Parliament. Playing an active role in the local creative scene, it promotes and presents visual and literary arts, film and performing arts.
FWD。
The built in 1889 and named after William H. Reed, a political and social activist. The bridge replaced the 1863 Merchant Bridge, which was too low to allow boatguns or traditional riverboats to pass. In years past, it was a popular spot with Teochew laborers who would gather to listen to traditional storytellers. In 1991, the bridge was repaired and converted into the pedestrian bridge you see today.
Ich will nicht rausfahren. Deswegen auch im Weg kann ich nicht rausfallen. Und warum kann ich nicht? Also nicht fest. Noch mal.
Guck mal, da ist das beliebte Schiff. Das hat uns nächstes Mal rein. Ist das der Grieche? Das ist der Grieche. Ja, hier, wo alles weiß ist. Da sitzen Menschen. Da.
他闯完了，这是。
Das ist hübsch aussieht. Mach mal. Now we turn around.
Jetzt wieder. Wir sehen uns auch. Juhu. Jetzt wieder.
Gehen wir wieder zurück, ja?
So schnell.
Blaue Brücke sieht echt super geil aus. Hä? Abends rein, wunderschön.
Mama, ich glaube 40.
Haben Sie gut gemacht.
Mama, das ist nicht 40 Minuten.
Wie gesagt, es sind nicht 40 Minuten insgesamt. Keine Ahnung, ich habe keine Vorstellung, wie spät es ist. 25 Minuten. So nach ist
Mama,
kurz vor 8
lass mich festhalten. Weiter oben. Los, schnell.
On the right is Riverside Point, built in the style of the go-downs or warehouses that once lined the river's banks. Now known more for its eateries and a microbrewery, it is built on the site of what was formerly Hong Lim Quay, probably named after Cheung Hong Lim, a 19th century philanthropist who also lent his name to Hong Lim Park. In colonial times, the area was notorious as a gathering spot for secret societies, opium smokers, and prostitutes. Most of the old buildings in the area were torn down and the waterfront go-downs refurbished. As colourful as it was in those days, we think you'd much prefer the present version. Clark Quay on the left is an old thriving entertainment area, bustling with eateries, night spots, and entertainment. But it was a very different place from the 1800s until just a few decades ago. Hundreds of gunboats, or lighters, used to be moored here at any
你看它过去的船呢，
disgorging their cargo, the lifeblood of Singapore's trade.
照
The
电视
buildings。along most of the quay were mostly go-downs, where the cargo would have been stored. The shop houses were 2 to 3 floors high. Typically, the ground floors would have been reserved for the shops and trading offices, with the upper floors serving as housing for working-class families and coolies. Living conditions were not luxurious, but living near your workplace had some advantages. Named after Singapore's second governor, Sir Andrew Clark, Clark Quay is considered an historically significant area, and plans were put in place to preserve its architectural character around the time of the Singapore cleanup in the 1980s. It reopened in late 1993 as Clark Quay Festival Village. At that time, it was Singapore's most ambitious conservation project, costing over 180 million Singapore dollars. It won the Best ASEAN Conservation Effort Award at the 8th ASEAN Tourism Association Awards. First built in 1840, the original Coleman Bridge was only the second bridge across the river. It was designed by and named after G.D. Coleman, the first superintendent of public works, who also designed the first government house at Fort Canning Hill, the Armenian Church, and the former Parliament House. This is not the original bridge, which was rebuilt in 1865 and again in 1886. The current structure, modelled after the 1886 bridge, was built between 1986 and 1991 to accommodate greater traffic flow. Singapore's first bridge, built in 1819, stood at the current site of Elgin Bridge. Elgin Bridge was built with the purpose of connecting the Indian community in the north and the Chinese community in the south, and was named after Lord Elgin, Viceroy in India, in 1862.
这边全是政府的。
什么？
这边政府的了。国会、法院。另外一边就吃喝的了。高等法院嘛，啊？赞美王。这是法院、国会。亚洲文明博物馆 Civilization Museum。好像不下雨了，小雨，还是大雨，没办法。
雨还是很大哈。
还在里面呢。就这样，你往后看比较好，你往这后面看，那边挡住了，全部看不见。 中国银行也可以，也有一席之地。好多桥啊！微办在那边上。啊？我前面拍过了，我拍这边的。我主要拍国会大厦呢。又到了福尔顿。绿桥 Green Bridge。
Built in 1997, the Esplanade Bridge serves as part of the Singapore Grand Prix circuit. It offers great views of Marina Bay and is often crowded with pedestrians during festive events such as fireworks displays, a fact which led in part to the construction of the Jubilee Bridge. It was Singapore's first Prime Minister, the late Lee Kuan Yew, who first suggested the construction of the Jubilee Bridge. During a visit, he had observed that the walkway along the Esplanade Bridge was narrow and not very pedestrian-friendly. This new pedestrian bridge boasts a walkway 3 times as wide and was named to celebrate Singapore's 50th year of independence. Often referred to as the Merlion, even locals sometimes forget that the famous statue is one of 7 approved by the Singapore Tourism Board. The second, the Merlion Cup, is a smaller version located just behind it. The fish body symbolizes our history as a fishing village, but where does the line come from? For that, we have to go back to the 13th century, when the island, known as Temasek or Seatown, was part of the Sugar Giant Empire. In 1299, San Nicoletano, a prince of the empire, landed on the island on a hunting trip with his men. He spotted a strange animal, a vast, magnificent creature. Curious, he asked his men what it was, and was told it was a lion. Believing it to be a sign of good fortune, he decided to build a new city here, and named it Singapore, which means Lion City. Today, experts doubt that lions were ever found here, and that San Nicoletano saw a tiger, or perhaps an Asian golden cat, a medium-sized wildcat.
到那个叫什么 Apple on the River， 你拿好了。
Built in 1933, Clifford Pier became an important point of landing and departure for Singapore. Ships were anchored in harbour and their passengers ferried to the pier in smaller boats. In colonial times, it was also the venue for New Year's Day boat races, with vessels as diverse as sampans, small flat-bottomed boats, and yachts taking part, cheered on by throngs of Europeans and locals. In 2004, with Marina Bay down to create the Marina Bay Reservoir, the old pier no longer served its original purpose and was to be replaced. The last one boat departed in 2006. However, in 2007, Clifford